See here. It's... bugs. Say. But that's so... Very well. But then...
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
Hey. Indeed. See here. It's... might I ask you something? Why have you come to this island? For the lamps, I know, but why risk your very lives for it?
Well, we've come this far in together. I suppose she deserves to know something, at least.
There is someone we aim to save. One who was ambushed in shadow. Cursed to die. And the blackguard responsible for this cruelty now seeks our land's throne. If we are to thwart this tyrant, we must first ply him with power and favors. That is why we seek Dracodios.
So you do not bid for the throne for yourself? I had heard that the mainland's aspirants were all seeking relics for their own gain in the race.
But just so you know, we still meant that part about not wanting you to die.
Perhaps it was the same with my own parents. My mother and father served as the priestess and island chief before my time. They died in an accident out to sea. More than 10 years passed. We knew they'd set sail to seek the dragon god. But we never knew why they made the journey at such a time, when no ritual was needed. To hear all of you now, I think I might understand. Perhaps your aims are not so different from theirs.
They sought to question the ritual itself. Whether these sacrifices held any meaning. That way, they might protect their dear daughter. Is that it?
Yet there are those in the village who will not suffer any doubt in the dragon god's ways. My brother left for the mainland, claiming he'd change us for the better.
Your parents were not alone in their love for you. There are others on the island who would see you live.
And truly, I'm grateful. But as a priestess, even surrounded by such chaos and despair, I have already known such joy and freedom. To me, offering my life is no sacrifice. Those born into blessing must give back in turn. Such a duty is no more than simple common sense. It is the only way to live.
Well, that settles it. I'm getting you out of here. Deal with it.
Wait, but did you not hear a word I just said?
Oh, we heard. But fools like us rarely listen.
Let's go!
The deepest part of the temple lies just ahead. It is the altar of the 12, where the dragon god Et slumbers.
What is this really sinister voice? There's unquestionably something totally not good back there.
This Magla. It feels like that of a normal dragon, but somewhat different. What is this?
Well, that's why we're here. Let's go.
I don't like this. Ready?
Time to go! No! It can't be!
Oh, hell. There was a dragon after all!
I thought this thing needed a priestess to summon it.
Is that the lance?
We are in no condition to claim it. Die and flame! Has even the dragon god succumbed to melancholia?
No. I think this is something worse. Look! On its back!
Something clings to it. A human. Is that the fiend behind this chaos?
That's the worst double act I've ever seen.
Look at its eyes. Its mouth, like it's shielding itself, or... like it refuses to confront anything, or almost like...
Yufa, get back! We've got bigger problems than the ritual! This thing wants to eat us!
You would fight our god!
What can we do but defend ourselves?
Yufa!
I'm...
Look out!
What can I do? You would have me abandon this end. You would send me away to live my life. But how? How can I? This is all I have. Please. You can't take my purpose away from me.
I must apologize. I was wrong to assume. I was quick to judge. But your rights are not acts of barbarism. Yours is a proud heart. But still, see the truth. Is this your god? A god who demands martyrs, who desires tragedy. Is that truly a god worthy of your devotion and faith? Arise now, priestess! Have you come here only to be saved? Or will you find purpose beyond death, to stand and fight as a savior?
I want to!
O lodestar, ye torn maiden of faith, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
I love that island. I love the smell of its verdant flora. But what I love more than anything is its people. Their words may be coarse, but their hearts are true. I must save them. Please!
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
If I cannot save them in death, then I swear I'll protect them with my life! All of you! Let me fight by your side!
Yuba? You can fight?
And that power!
I found my answer. I offer my life in battle, not in sacrifice.
Then we fight as a team!
That thing on its back! That's the human possessing it, right?
Yes, it must be. If we strike at the human precisely, we may be able to separate them. Everyone, you need not hold back. We fight to save the dragon god, Et. And I shall fight with all I am.
We're not sacrificing anyone! Come on, team, we fight together!
It is your turn!
Yeah! Yuba hit their weakness!
I'll use what I must.
Critical hit! Hype's a real ace!
Watch me!
Raging fire!
The free come forth, royal soul!
Scout! You hit their weakness!
Even
That's
summoner!
your opening, Captain!
Heed me! They missed the mark.
Chase merchant!
Behold this power! Howling wind, their weakness! Don't let up now, Juna!
Trivial!
Seeker! Win!
You hit their weakness!
Take my
That's
first
your
power!
opening, Captain!
It is your turn!
Yeah! Yuba hit their weakness!
Now accept your fate!
Watch me!
You hit their weakness!
Seeker!
Don't let up now, Juna!
A summoner! Heed me!
Let her face me! Commendable bearing!
I call upon a royal stone!
It's absorbing the Dragon God's power?
Seeker! Win!
You hit their weakness!
Summoner!
That's your opening,
Come
Captain!
forth now!
Yeah! Yuba hit their weakness!
I'll use what I must.
A critical hit! Hype's a real ace! You hit their weakness!
I will
Don't
fight
let
his
up now,
power!
Juna.
Scout, come on!
We did it! Now we just need to take down the body.
I shall do my best. Summoner, it is your turn. Help me finish this.
Just face me!
Good. 'Tis done.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Nice.
I can...
Excellent!
Tremble the...
Yes, I've become stronger.
The dragon!
The dragon god Et has returned to its sacred vessel. Legend has it that while in its vessel, that's when the dragon god's power is greatest, and weakest when it takes to raging wing. So if it has a true form, you see it now before you. And here is our village's divine relic, Dracadios, Lance of the Dragon God.
'Twas rusty and worn, but now it almost gleams.
So dragons aren't just magical beasts. They're a manifestation of pure Magla. My sister's research. She was right.
You all had the right of it. All these tragic calamities, they are not born of the Dragon God's wrath.
And maybe they arose from the temple's melancholia. Perhaps that human was the source.
'Tis not the first time. Thinking back on it now, a human has always been at the heart.
You think humans are what's causing all of this?
No, I don't think that's quite it. Something about that monster. The way it instinctively tried to shield its eyes and ears. It was as if we faced the living past of the Mustari people itself. The Mustari reject the world beyond ours, lost and comforted by ignorance. And in adversity, it is our God we cling to as cause and answer to our suffering. Maybe we have only ourselves to blame. A self-inflicted madness. Our hearts are the source of Magla, of magic arts. Even this new power, this archetype that has awakened within me. Another... I did not know this one existed.
If this mural had been lost until now, then... This paints quite a different picture of the priestess. She looks to be fighting.
You suppose this is the truth of the priestess's duty? I mean, offering her life to quell the calamity threatening the village. Maybe that's what it meant all along.
It had always seemed odd that the dragon god dwelled within a lance, of all things. Not a sealed urn, but a weapon. My brother often wondered about it. We were wrong. No, we did not even think to question.
You would have died in the name of an era of semantics. The world has not been kind to you, girl.
No. On the contrary, I feel I've been saved. I finally see my path laid before me. So thank you. Let us return now to the village. You said you had business with the lance when all this had settled down, did you not?
Yes, but I doubt you'll want to let go of it after all that. We have to figure that out.
I cannot simply relinquish it, but perhaps instead...
What was that?
Surely not. The human from the altar? How has it not perished?
I heard it enter the water. This channel leads straight to the ocean. If it seeks prey to regain its strength...
Then it can only be headed for the village.
Damned beast! So much for taking it slow on the way back. After it!
Someone, please!
Monster! A monster in our village!
I hear screaming. It's gotta be here.
You lot came back! We honestly... Ha! Looks like the little lady made it out, eh?
Of course! But more importantly...
Right. We've got a human on the hunt. Del's helping the villagers get to higher ground.
Truly? I'd not have expected it of him.
That's Fidelio through and through, isn't it? I am Euphausia, the priestess. Thank you for helping with the evacuation. Here on we shall...
Oh, priestess! It's the priestess!
Lady Eupha, please save us. What don't you lot get about evacuate? You want to live, do as you're told.
Priestess, what happened to the ritual? What of the dragon god's wrath?
Did you even perform the rite? Oh, this is a disaster. How can we survive now?
The dragon god Et is here as our guardian deity.
Don't worry, you'll get your ritual. The real one, that is. The ritual that's been buried for hundreds of years.
As the priestess, on my life, I will drive back this calamity.
Hold on now. You're not actually gonna fight, are you?
Basilio, where's the monster?
So be it.
We end this here.
We can do this! It is time I put the truth to our teachings and rituals. I stand anew. I stand with you.
I thought we already finished this guy. This is a stubborn one.
Watch me. Burn! I pray you're ready. It is your turn.
Seeker! Scout!
Face me!
This is just what I need. This take my fullest power. That was ineffective.
That didn't do a
I
thing.
won't hold back! Win! It didn't
Attack
work!
was nullified? The captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him!
Oh, power of kings!
Masked dancer.
We sure don't give up easy.
Even summoner. Heed me.
My thanks.
It's a Seeker! Maybe not. We're looking good here.
Be nice. I'll use what I must.
Juna's struggling with her anxiety.
What?
Don't let her get attacked.
I shall do my... I pray you're ready. Come forth now. This will work.
It didn't affect them.
Seeker! I'll cut...
Are you kidding me? That That didn't do a thing! Everyone's anxious and they're out for blood!
I'm powerless.
But how?
The captain's anxiety is overwhelming.
Purchase!
We can't let him
Apologies.
get hit.
Would you finish it?
Don't. No one here fights alone.
On your guard!
Even my summoner. It is your turn!
Much thanks.
The captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him!
A blunder.
Are you kidding me? That didn't do a thing! The captain's anxiety is
Now
overwhelming.
accept your
We
fate.
can't let him get hit.
This'll be oh, behold this power! That's not your turn! Everyone is counting on... Here I go! Perhaps this will be too strong. Be purified! This is for the future of the Mastari! Fall!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I admit,
I shall be...
Marvelous! Yes, I've become stronger.
right. That's the end of that.
Everyone, once again, thank you so much.
What a spectacle! To think I could have evacuated and missed the performance.
Yufa, that power.
It must be the same power wielded by priestesses of old. My rescuers helped me realize that.
You mean to say sacrifice was never the intent of the ritual?
The priestess offers her life in service, not sacrifice. She takes up arms and faces the scourge. That is why our relic is a lance.
A mural on the altar suggested as much. It's likely the murals of this village don't actually depict sacrifice either.
You saw what was inside the temple? What was it? Something the church would rather keep buried? Some other mystical relic?
A relic? Hardly. We saw a ruined city of the old world. Evidence of a history before our own. Small wonder the clergy can't send their monks. Anyone who saw that would have their faith shaken. It's all but physical proof that the Sanctus Scriptures are fiction.
You don't say.
However, we of the islands have done no better in upholding the truth of our past. With all my heart, I wanted to save our village. But all I did was sit and hope.
Lady Yufa.
I clung to my determination with such fervor. Perhaps without my noticing, it became a desire for atonement. The day you left, Adeni, even the night father and mother left this world, I could do naught but sit and wait and hope. I believed it was my role as priestess. If I had done anything at all to change it, perhaps they would not have faced such horrors.
You can do your changing now. After all, you're still alive, you've got years ahead of you, and you've got friends and family close. You needn't bear this alone.
We support her. Without the rite of sacrifice. Was that also depicted in the temple? Is that really the truth of the teachings?
Is that so difficult to understand? What matters the murals or the truth of the teachings? Do you believe the priestess fought out of tradition alone? She fought because she wanted to protect us. This village. She fought for you and I. Our lives and joys. Is that not enough reason to support her?
You made good on your promise to save my sister. Words cannot express my thanks. But there is something that must finally be said. Yufa, I'm glad you chose life.
understand now. It's not slaying monsters that gets rid of the melancholia. I think it goes away when we help people overcome their fear and anxiety.
I have to say, for a moment there it looked like we'd have more dead than alive. But now they've got the lance, priestess, and the whole sodden village in their corner.
It's only relevant as far as it matters for Luis's sake, Baz. Remember, we're doing this for a world where your blood don't matter, long as you can fend for yourself.
Suppose, but what about them that can't fend for themselves? Like them village folk you helped save. Reminds me of that Glodell business too. They're tough enough that they don't need dirty tricks. If you challenged them, and they won fair and square.
Pack it in, Basilio. Our war may be quieter, but we're still fighting. Hesitate out there and you're dead.
Del.